Hi friends, in this video I will explain about fillet and chamfer of rectangle or acute angle surfaces. So fillet means you are making a sharp vertices curved, and chamfer means you are making acute angled or right angled sharp vertices obtuse angled. Before going to chamfer and fillet, we should know about hatching, arrange, boundary line fill and merge. First we should know about hatching. What is hatching? It is filling a closed surface like triangle, rectangle, square, circle with some surface with some solid color or gradient. We are filling a closed rectangle, triangle surfaces with some color or gradient or pattern. Now this is a rectangle. It is filled with some color uniformly. Now I am changing the color to yellow. Now the fill is changed to gradient. It is continuously increasing color. Now it is changed to pattern. So pattern has foreground and background, two options. I change background to black. I change background to yellow color. So here we have two options for gradient fill. Plus option gives add and into option gives the remove. By adding and removing and filling the color, we can change the gradient fill. Now let us talk about arrange. Arrange means you are keeping two or three closed surfaces one above the other. Okay, so this is rectangle. We have I'm selecting a circle to ensure its circular shape. I'm locking aspect ratio. Now if I enlarge it, it will become a circle, bigger circle. Now I am superimposing gradient filled rectangle, a line and circle. I am going to arrange option where we can have bring forwards and backward. So I selected line. I am bringing front the line, so it will come above rectangle and circle. See, the line came in front of all the figures. Now I am selecting circle. I am sending back. It will go back side of line and rectangle. Now I am selecting line, send backward means it will go behind rectangle but not behind circle. Now we will talk about boundary line fill. So I am selecting rectangle. If I select no line, the boundary line will be vanished. Now I am increasing the width of the boundary line by selecting solid line and by increasing the width. See, the line became thicker. I am also changing the line type to dashed, dash dot. So now that boundary line of rectangle, there is no boundary line for rectangle. Now let us talk about merge. So merge means you are superimposing two closed surfaces and we are making them one, or we are making fragments, whatever option we take. Okay, now I am superimposing rectangle over circle. I am selecting two surfaces and typing merge on search. In merge shapes, if you go for union, both will be combined. Combined means removing the intersection part. Fragment means we are making all into fragments. Intersection means we are having only the common part of two shapes. In subtract, we are removing the rectangular part from the triangle. Now let us talk about fillet. So I have triangle and three circles. I am selecting three circles and triangle, and I go for merge. Before that, I am making all three circles and triangle boundary line vanished. Now I am selecting all three circles and triangle, going for merge, and in merge I select fragment. Now I am removing the sharp vertices. Again I am going for merge and union. Now let us talk about chamfer. So in chamfer, I have a bigger triangle which vertices, sharp edged vertices to be made obtuse angle. Now I have three smaller triangles. I'm superimposing on each of three vertices of bigger triangle. So this edges will be cut and it will be chamfered. I'm selecting three smaller triangles and bigger triangle and no line. So the boundary line of all four triangles is vanished. Now I'm going for merge shapes. Here I will go for fragment. Here I go for fragment. I'm removing now the divided shapes. Now I have removed the shapes and I got a chamfered triangle. This is how we chamfer or fillet any acute angled or right angled vertices like rectangle, diamond, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, decagon, dodecagon. All these sharp edged figures can be chamfered or filleted.